What's up, everybody? It's your boy Rebel here, and for today's episode, the marksman rifles in Modern Warfare. Let's rank them.
On your feet, soldier! We are leaving!
So what's up? How we all doing? Hope we're all having a wonderful day today. So for today's episode, we're going to be ranking the marksman rifles in Modern Warfare. Now that I've gotten them all platinum, I actually got them all gold a while ago, but because you need to get gold with all the sniper rifles as well, had to do that, and now retroactively coming back to look at the marksman rifles to rank them. So the marksman rifles in Modern Warfare, it's a very niche class. It is not the sniper rifles where you got that long distance lane coverage, and they're definitely not rifles that are in the normal rifle class with the most of them being automatic. One of them's kind of like the FAL, but they're very niche. They have a weird spot to where they're not really meta, but they're incredibly fun to use. So it's a weird spot for them to be at, to where it's something that you do have to look at and say, I'm just trying to have fun. I'm just trying to get some cool clips, some cool shots, stuff like that. I'm not trying to be the best on the leaderboard, although I see some people doing it sometimes with some of these guns, so that's incredibly amazing. But that doesn't seem to be the premise of them. The whole idea of them is just something unique and something fun. And they're all actually very unique. One of them is a bolt action, one is a lever action. I guess those two are actually pretty similar, but mechanically they're pretty different. In the game, they're pretty the same. And then the semi-auto EBR. So you got three different guns here that are all completely unique and have their own sort of thing going on. I mean, two of them are incredibly similar, but even still, between those two, I do really feel a difference between them that makes one of them clearly the better choice, but that's for later. So I guess without further ado, coming in at number 3, we have the EBR 14. Now, this might be a big surprise. I've seen a lot of people say it's one of their favorite guns, not just in this class, but in the game, while others, like, I guess just myself, just can't really stand it half the time. I don't know what it is with this gun, but to me, it just feels like trash. It's hot trash. I'm sorry, not sorry. I think it's garbage. You might like it, and I'm not saying you're dumb or anything for thinking that. I don't have the same skill set as you do if you like this gun, because I could not do anything with it, if I'm being completely honest. I played 4 rounds in a row trying to get platinum gameplay, and every single round I got, if I didn't go double negative, I got pretty damn close to going double negative. And I don't know, it was either the SBMM that's incredibly terrible, or this gun. Now, this is the semi-auto of the marksman rifles, but oh my god, it is pretty slow when knowing it's a semi-auto. I can never get that second shot off fast enough. Even though it's semi-auto, I get the first shot off, hit the target first, they'd start shooting me, and before I could get the second shot off, even though I'm button mashing R2, they drop me. And that's basically unacceptable for a semi-auto. The second follow-up shot should be fast enough to not die if you got the first shot off first. I don't understand how this makes any sense. The rate of fire is just really slow, and there's just a bunch of kick on it. There's a bunch of recoil to where if they're at more of a medium distance, my second shot's just not even on target anymore. And that's just, it's incredibly strange to me. This gun just feels incredibly strange, and I can't see a point to using it unless you specifically just want to use a semi-auto rifle, in which case I recommend not doing that. There's no need to. So basically, if it comes to this gun, I would say go with the FAL because it's better, or go with the Dragunov because it's better at being the opposite of what this is supposed to be. If you've got the FAL with the fast rate of fire for a semi-auto and the Dragunov being an actual sniper rifle that's semi-auto, what is the point of this one? You got the FAL for being the faster closer, and you got the Dragunov for being the medium long range heavy hitter. This one, it falls somewhere in there that just, it doesn't really make any sense to me. And yeah, it could have been the skill-based matchmaking just messing with me, but just even knowing that, how bad I did just goes to show how completely non-viable this weapon is. And coming in at number 2, to my surprise, the MK2 carbine. I thought this one was going to come in at number 1 for me. This one used to be so much more fun to use, but for some reason, once again, I don't know if it was the skill-based matchmaking making it not fun, but I just wasn't enjoying this gun as much as I was the gun that comes in first place, which, if you have the power deduction, you've already figured it out. There's only 3. It shouldn't be that hard to figure out which one of 2 is I didn't say yet. Anyways, This thing is still really fun though. It's just not as good, not as powerful. It's not meta. It's not a meta weapon to use, which is, it makes sense because it's a lever action. The thing is, it's a little quicker than the Car 98. It's a little faster, a little more mobile, but that doesn't always reflect into being a better weapon. It doesn't reflect in having better gameplay. It's just, it's good, but it's just having the Car 98 being stronger makes it a better weapon to use. The MK2 carbine, or the Mark II carbine, I don't know, did it get a shadow nerf or something? It just feels weaker to me than it did before. Maybe the Car 98 has better aim assist working with it, because I was either getting hit markers or missing. I was getting some kills with it, but nothing was just coming super naturally. It was always just a little bit too much of a challenge to make this thing work. Although the speed of it makes it really fun. It's still really fun. I'm not going to say it's bad, but you have to know that this is a niche weapon that's not supposed to be good. It's supposed to be fun, I guess. And yeah, I do think it's strange that to me it just wasn't as fun as playing with the Car 98. I thought this one would be my favorite, but I went 3 rounds going close to double negative. So once again, I don't know if I just got 7 rounds of skill-based matchmaking just right on my pooper, or if this gun just pales in comparison to the gun that comes in the #1 spot. I've already said it, basically. It's the Car 98K. Oh my god, I don't even know what it is with this gun. It's amazing, and it's not just the fact that I'm seeing so many other people using it now and not using the Mark II carbine anymore, although now that I'm saying it out loud, that is a pretty good tell that it's the better weapon. I mean, if people are using it and dominating in your lobbies, it's got to be the best weapon if they're not using the MK2 carbine. The MK2 carbine, the Mark II carbine. Oh my god, I'd say I broke the skill-based matchmaking and it finally put me into a bad lobby, but I was getting so much amazing gameplay with this gun that towards the last minute of the game, I switched to the Mark II carbine. I was like, I got enough gameplay. I played 4 rounds with the EBR, 3 rounds with the Mark II, and barely felt like I got enough gameplay with those two. I got not even a full round with the Car 98, and I was like, I could switch to something else. This is too much gameplay with this. I was getting doubles and triples left and right. It was insane. Anyways, I switched back to the Mark II carbine, and no, it wasn't doing as good. It can't compete. It can't compete with the Car 98K. I was saying the Mark II carbine's not meta. The Car 98K is basically meta. It basically fits the meta of the game. Sure, I didn't go on a VTOL. I didn't get a VTOL, and that tends to be my qualifier of when I do really good is when I can get a VTOL. I was 1 kill off of a VTOL. I barely got that close with any of the other ones. The Car 98, it's weird. It doesn't feel as fun or as stylish as the Mark II carbine, but the fact that you're getting doubles and triple kills repeatedly, just it shouldn't even matter at that point. Sure, the Mark II carbine's a little faster, but this thing is just, it's lethal. Yeah, as fun as the Car 98K is, I do gotta say it is not as fun when you're on the other end of it. And yeah, like I said, I know it wasn't skill-based matchmaking making this thing just too buttery for me, because at the end of the match I was using a different gun on this list, and it was that the Mark II just didn't do good. It wasn't as fun to use. The Car 98 hands down is the best marksman rifle in the game. It's amazing. It's so much fun. It practically fits the meta. Oh my god. It was that one round. The one round I played on Azir Cave was just nutty. It was so nutty. It was amazing. And yeah, I guess all I gotta do now is rank the sniper rifles, because I got Damascus, and this is one of the last rankings that I guess I'm gonna do, at least for the base weapons. I might add the other guns into the mix and see what I can do there. Who knows? I don't. Smash that like button, hit that sub button, gently click that notification bell, all of that other great stuff. Oh my god, the Car 98 it's so much fun. And until next time.